At Residential Tech Today, we are extremely grateful for our partners and supporters that allow us to do the things that we do and support the publication so that we can bring you amazing content like we do on a regular basis. This episode of the Residential Tech Talks podcast, recorded at CEDIA Expo, was made possible thanks to a collection of partners, including the 8K Association, Elite Screens, Hisense, and Oasis Residential Technology Group.
Residential Tech Talks, lighting specialist, residential tech.
Home automation, smart device, home or smart house.
All right, we are back on the Residential Tech Talks podcast, and a little bit different setup today than we had the previous day for this show, and all because of and thanks to some really awesome partners that came together to help with this podcast, and I'm excited to be able to sit down with one of them. So we have, just to run through them quickly, we have a great collection of companies helping us put this presence on here at the show. We got the 8K Association, Hisense, you can't see it, there is a ultra short throw projector behind me. My friends at Oasis, they know me, they helped make some of these connections, and of course Elite Screens is behind us. And what you don't know, I shouldn't even tell the story, but I'm going to give the story away. Right. Mr. Benjamin Ramos, VP of marketing. Did I give you a promotion? I gave you a promotion. All right, well, it's on camera, so it's live now. The Elite Screens team came over, and Ben did a phenomenal job of making sure we had a great setup here behind us. We might have had the screen upside down, but that's okay. That's why we have a team and a great collaboration amongst the partners here. So I appreciate you, stopping by to let us know that we hadn't done this right. Clear that you get in a room full of integrators and great companies that partner together and make sure we're all putting our best foot forward.
Yeah, no problem.
That's awesome. Well, that's a long-winded intro, but Ben, I appreciate you joining us and taking the time after putting in some labor here to make this happen.
It's a good workout.
Amen. Great way to start day two at CEDIA Expo. So how you doing?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. I'm great. I'm excited to be here. It's something that I want to, it'll be good to talk about what we're doing. And it'll be great to, give more information about that.
Absolutely. So awesome to, first of all, like I said, have you guys here as a partner helping put this podcast on. Let's start right here. What are we looking at? What can you tell us about this screen and this setup?
So this is our LPS. It's one of our portable indoor portable screens. It's a great solution for something you want to set up really quick. There's a lot of setups that take a long time to install or assemble. This one's pretty much pops up. You have the two legs, and then you have ambient light rejecting material, which really helps indoors when you have a lot of ambient light. So you get that quick setup, you get a big screen, and
Well, something about it that fun to make an error, right? And a learning opportunity. What would have happened? It being upside down, how does that impact what we would have been seeing behind us?
Yes, so the screen here, it's an ultra short screen, so it needs to be projected from a bottom placement projector.
Yep.
The technology in the material has like a sawtooth structure.
Okay.
So it reflects the light coming from above, so it bounces it out. But then the projection light that goes
hits the
from
screen
bottom,
at the right angle.
It hits right to the viewer's eye. So if you have it upside down, it gets all the light from above.
Yeah.
It washes out. So that's the
right.
main reason. So,
good thing we didn't have it on yesterday, so we didn't see how bad it would have done. But no, I'm sure it still would have been a great picture. But really cool to see it behind us, right? And have you guys again, participate here. What's CEDIA been like for you so far?
You know what? It's been good. It's been steady.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's the first day. I'm sure we're hoping that this day 2 is going to be way more busier, and it usually is from our experience. So yeah, we're hoping for a lot of traffic and a lot of connections. So it's been going great. Yeah.
I love giving our audience some FOMO.
Okay.
So for those that aren't here, what's the setup like for you guys at the show? And if I walk over to your booth, what would I see?
Yeah, well, the first thing you'll see is the massive 140-inch screen that we have there. It's also similar to this one. It's an ambient light rejecting screen. So
the proof we're at CEDIA, by the way. It's a bumping podcast, right?
There we go.
That's the proof we're here. If you didn't believe it, now you know.
First, the
big
the
screen.
massive screen you'll see right there. It's 140 inch. It's ambient light rejecting,
Yep.
the same as
Okay.
this one here. It's one of our new generation materials, which is the I think it's the third generation, and it rejects up to 85% of ambient light.
Mhm.
It has. Before that, our CLR materials were only limited to 120 inch max
Yeah.
in a size, but now this type of material now gives us that opportunity to go a bigger size. So now we have
Gotcha.
140, and that one could even go up to 150.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
So I know obviously the difference in the types of screens. Are you guys seeing as far as trends what consumers are in this space? Obviously, integrators where they're are they leaning more towards like how popular is ultra short throw becoming, or what's the leading sort of display type I guess for you guys right now?
Yeah, actually, the ultra short throw screens are very popular. They're becoming more popular now. So now, most of our newer products have the ceiling light rejecting
Mhm.
capability. So we're getting them bigger because as TVs and they get bigger, we're also going bigger. So that's one of the goals we're trying to go for. And yeah, the popular screens are the ultra short throws,
Yeah.
the CLR. So we're getting them in fixed frame formats. We're getting them in portable formats, and the one we have there is like flow rising format, so like semi portable.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's a unique part of this too, because as we're putting together what this space could look like, you think it'd be difficult to try to pull something like this off, but it shows to your point the portability. I guess for the consumer today to be able to put this up in a backyard if they want to move it to a different area or take it on the road, like things like that. I guess that's becoming more popular for sure.
Yeah, for sure. We don't recommend these to go outdoors.
Right.
But I know a lot of you can still have that portability. I know you'll probably take it outside, have it, out there. So yeah, you have that flexibility, I guess. Mhm.
So what are you guys hearing? One day behind us, I'm sure you'll hear a lot more in day two, but what's kind of the feedback from integrators? What are you hearing to the visitors at the booth?
You know what? That big screen was popular. The first thing, people would see it from far away. They'll just come like, whoa, I saw this screen from far away. Like, what is this? And they're just shocked that it's it's a flow rising screen. It just it just disappears back into its casing. A lot of people like it, so it's very popular. And they've been amazed that we're able to do ultra short throw CLR in that big of a size.
Right.
That's been the big feedback.
So what the difference in size? How does it impact like how a screen is built or the technology? Like as you get to these larger screens, these massive screens, 130 plus inch screens, does it become more difficult, or is it just? I mean, is it expanding the screen itself? Like, is it as simple as that?
Yeah, I think it all comes down to the surface, the material
Yeah.
that's made from. I think before we didn't have, we couldn't produce that type of material since it was really
Sure.
delicate. But now it's not as delicate as the one with the first
Yeah.
generation. So now we're able to bump up those sizes now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what is innovation in the screen business like? What are you guys doing to push sort of forward, in terms of the products you put out?
We try to gear towards all type of solutions for the customers, like in residential, schools, or just outdoors. We try to have a various types of formats and materials, like the white materials, the CLR materials. We also have ambient light rejecting materials for standard throw projectors. So we have a whole amount
Range.
of range of screens that we can offer solutions to any customer. So that's like what makes us good, I guess.
Yeah.
And we try to provide that for everyone.
No, that's awesome. So the question I've been asking everyone here, the goal for you, if you had one stated goal of what you're looking to get out of a CEDIA Expo, what is it for Elite Screens?
Just I guess we want to show everyone the newest innovations that we have coming in. We want to show them that we're still continuing to move up. We're trying to expand on our sizes, on our technology. So, we want to offer those solutions that are, makes every customer easier for their installations or their setups. There's some hard setups that sometimes you just, they can't find it anywhere else, and then we might have it, they have it there.
Right.
So, yeah.
No, that's awesome. So, what's ahead? Obviously you guys got a very large screen that's, making it into the market here, but, what's ahead for you as a company?
I think what we want to do is just, continue to grow, continue to expand different products and see what solutions are out there that people need, and just expand on that and, keep on doing what we're doing, and hopefully, sometimes we get something good out of it.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, I appreciate. I know we're getting ready. I think the show floor just about opened,
Yeah.
so I'm sure it's already busy and rocking over there. I don't want to
think
take
so.
up too much of your time, but I thank you for taking the time to step over here and sit down with us. But also, of course, being a partner here with us and making this happen. So we appreciate it, and look forward to continuing to collaborate down the road,
Right.
man.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet.
Right.
If you enjoyed this episode of the Residential Tech Talks podcast, please subscribe to us on the platform you're listening on. Also, be sure to follow Residential Tech Today on social media and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Residential
automation
tech talk,
device,
fantastic
autonomous
lighting
device,
specialist to residential
home
tech
or
master
smart
to
house.
AV.
Home automation smart device, home or smart house.
At Residential Tech Today, we are extremely grateful for our partners and supporters that allow us to do the things that we do and support the publication so that we can bring you amazing content like we do on a regular basis. This episode of the Residential Tech Talks podcast, recorded at CEDIA Expo, was made possible thanks to a collection of partners, including the 8K Association, Elite Screens, Hisense, and Oasis Residential Technology Group.